Hello! How often do you go grocery shopping? Once a week? Twice? And do you ever feel like the prices of processed foods keep going up? Well, what if I tell you that many of the foods and ingredients you buy in stores, like powdered drinks and spices, sauces and snacks, can actually be made right in your own kitchen? That's what this channel is all about. Welcome to Homemade Processed Foods, where I'll show you how to make some of the common factory processed foods you buy in stores, but healthier, fresher, and often cheaper. You'll learn simple and practical ways to process foods safely and naturally using ingredients and equipment you already have at home. By the way, I'm Philip Nieras, 56 years old, and a food technologist with over 10 years of experience in the food industry, mostly in quality assurance, research, and development, especially in confectionery. In this channel, I'll share not just what ingredients to use, but also how much, so that you can actually try making its product at home. You know, making your own processed foods at home has many advantages. First, you control the ingredients. That means no unnecessary chemicals and synthetic additives such as artificial flavors and colors, preservatives, and sweeteners. If you've ever read the label of a store-bought product, you've probably seen ingredients that you don't even recognize, right? Second, you control contamination risks because you prepare everything cleanly in your own kitchen. And most of all, you enjoy healthier, fresher, safer, and more affordable versions of your favorite foods. So if you're a homemaker or someone who loves preparing food for your family, join me in this journey. I'll help you make delicious, safe, and healthy home processed foods using your own tools and creativity. In my next video, I'll show you how to make chocolate milk powder at home using just 4 basic ingredients. Yes, the kind you usually buy in stores, but this time it's homemade. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you won't miss the next videos. See you soon. God bless. Who doesn't love a chocolate milk drink? Let's be honest. Almost everyone does, especially the kids. But here's a question. Why buy expensive chocolate milk powder from the store when you can make it yourself? Cheaper, cleaner, and just as delicious right at home. Today, I'll show you how to make your own chocolate milk powder using just 4 simple ingredients. Chocolate milk powder is basically an instant drink mix. You can use it for hot chocolate or for a cold chocolate milkshake. What makes it special are its 2 key ingredients, cocoa powder and milk powder. The rest, just simple additions to balance flavor and texture. So here's the list of the ingredients to make 1 kilogram of chocolate milk powder. 500 grams powdered sugar. You can use granulated sugar, but powdered sugar is preferable in order for the mix to dissolve faster. 100 grams cocoa powder. You can use either natural cocoa powder or alkalized cocoa powder. 398 grams full cream or whole milk powder. And lastly, 2 grams of salt. You can use iodized salt for added health benefit. Now, let's make it. Here's how to prepare your homemade chocolate milk powder. First, weigh all the ingredients accurately. I have here a digital weighing scale with a tare function. I'll turn it on. And then I'll put my mixing bowl on top. For the sugar, I need 500 grams. Set it to 0 first. Okay. And then 100 grams of cocoa powder. I'll set it to 0 again. And then for the powder milk, I need 398 grams. 0 again. And then the last one, the salt. By the way, I'm using Himalaya salt. Just 2 grams. After weighing all the ingredients, if you're using granulated sugar and salt, grind them using this grinder, or if you have other types of grinders. Since I'm already using powdered sugar, so I skip step number 2. Third, blend until the mixture looks even in color. So, blend. Fourth, sift the mixture to remove the lumps and ensure smooth and fine powder. So, sifting is a very important step because you can see the lumps of sugar. Lastly, place the powder in a clean and airtight container and store in a cool, dry place. That's it. Your chocolate milk powder is ready. You can easily adjust this recipe. Want it sweeter? Add more sugar and deduct the amount from the milk powder. Want it chocolatey? Add extra cocoa powder and deduct the amount from the milk powder. Prefer creamier? Increase the milk powder and deduct the amount from the sugar. Prefer it thicker? Add 1 gram of carrageenan powder. Experiment until you find your family's favorite blend. See how easy that was? No machines, no preservatives, just pure homemade goodness. Try it today and taste the difference between factory-made and homemade chocolate milk powder. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss my next videos. Thank you for watching. See you soon and God bless. Do you want to stop buying expensive condensed milk? In today's video, I'll show you how to make real sweetened condensed milk at home using simple ingredients you can easily find. No preservatives, no stabilizers, just pure creamy goodness you can use for coffee, cake, desserts, and many more. And here's the best part. You'll also learn how to adjust sweetness, creaminess, and thickness depending on your preference. Something you can't do with store-bought condensed milk. So let's begin and stay with me until the end. Sweetened condensed milk is simply milk plus sugar that has been concentrated by heat. The sugar doesn't just make it sweet, it also controls microbial growth, helping the product last longer, even without preservatives. Here's what you need to make a kilo of sweetened condensed milk. 450 grams refined or powdered sugar, 290 grams water, 200 grams milk powder. You can use full cream or skim milk powder or a 50-50% blend. And lastly, 60 grams coconut oil. Here's how to make it. First, weigh all the ingredients accurately. Sugar is 450 grams. Milk powder, 200 grams. Water, 290 grams. Zero first. And then last, coconut oil, 0. Coconut oil, 60 grams. Second, cook over on a medium heat while stirring constantly. Looks like the mixture has already dissolved, so we'll put it on low fire. So the longer you cook, the richer and darker the condensed milk becomes. So here's the condensed milk, fresh from the stove, with the right color and consistency that I want. Cool the condensed milk completely and transfer in a clean, airtight container. So you have your own homemade sweetened condensed milk ready. Lastly, store it in a refrigerator. It will last up to 1 month when properly stored. You can modify this recipe depending on your preference. For a sweeter condensed milk, add more sugar and deduct the amount from the milk. For creamier, use full cream milk powder or add more milk. For a thicker consistency, cook longer to evaporate more water. You know, this flexibility makes homemade condensed milk so much better than store-bought. And that's how simple it is to make your own sweetened condensed milk at home. Try this recipe and let me know how it turns out. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check my other homemade processed food recipes. Thank you for watching. God bless.